The Eternal Alliance is stronger than ever, Commander. More worlds sign up every day. Name any planet Valen terrorized, and we're helping them recover. Speaking of which, Zakul contacted us again. They're asking for more aid.
Zakul suffered as much as anyone. Make sure they get everything they need.
Done and done.
You're holding out on me, Theron. What's the status of our mission to Iokath?
I was saving the best for last. Lana should be closing in on the superweapon right about now. Come in, Lana. How's the radiation sickness treating you?
It's nothing I can't handle. Isn't that right, C6? You heard the droid.
Lana equals full of herself.
Enough chatter. Have you located the super weapon, Lana?
According to the intel we received, it should be just up ahead. Stand by. Target located. Commencing scan. Power levels are off the charts, and rising by the second. Incredible.
Contact!
Lana, what's happening?
I've got company. What's the Republic doing here? The Sith Empire. They must be after the superweapon.
Get Lana back online. Hurry!
Working on it!
Don't worry, I lost them.
Lost who?
The Sith Empire and the Republic. They're on Iokath, and they appear to be fighting for control of the superweapon.
Iokath is huge. What are the odds we all stumbled across this superweapon at exactly the same time?
Extremely low. The timing is just too perfect.
So it's fate, chance, or plain old bad luck. Either way, we've got a superweapon to deal with.
According to my scans, it's more powerful than anything we've ever encountered.
More powerful than the Eternal Throne?
Quite possibly. If the Republic or Empire claim it, they would usurp the Eternal Alliance as the dominant power in the galaxy. The fallout would be catastrophic.
And we have no choice. We can't let this weapon fall into the wrong hands.
How should we proceed, Commander?
We'll meet you on Iokath, Lana. Head for the fleet spire and start clearing a landing zone.
Understood. I'll see you soon.
Ships of the Eternal Fleet. Stop all supply runs to Imperial and Republic worlds and join me on Iokath. We have a war to win.
Hello, Iokath. You're looking as dangerous as ever.
Something's wrong. The Imperial and Republic fleets aren't attacking each other.
No. Something is scrambling our weapon systems. It's coming from the planet's surface, near the superweapon. The Eternal Fleet's offline, Commander. They can't help us.
Scorpio's rattling around somewhere in Iokath's mainframe. Either she's to blame, or she can help.
Transmission sent. Let's hope she hears us. And that she's not holding any grudges. In the meantime, we'd better join the battle. If there's any way to help our fleet, we'll find it on Iokath.
Commander, welcome back to Iokath.
I hate it when work keeps us apart.
At least the reunions are all the sweeter.
You didn't tell us you had company.
Our trigger-happy friends sent these assassins, so I took them captive.
I told you I'm no assassin. I've come to deliver a message from the Republic.
Elara?
When I'm a captive, I tend to prefer Captain Dorne.
The sharpest knives hide behind friendly faces.
Charming company you're keeping these days.
You're alive. It's so good to see you. I don't even know what to say.
This probably isn't the time.
I'm quite sure it isn't.
Who are you?
Major Quinn. Advisor to the Empress and loyal servant of the Sith Empire. Like Captain Dorne, I come bearing a message.
Supreme Commander Malcolm wants a word with you. In private.
Empress Acina requests the same. But unlike Malcolm, she's open to a group conference.
Get your leaders on the line. Both of them. It's about time we sort out this mess.
Right away.
Thank you for extending the Empire this honor, Commander.
The Republic's glad to see you. And my son on Iokath.
Keep me out of this, Malcolm.
Enough.
Supreme Commander Malcolm. Empress Acina. Your armies have started a war over a superweapon of immeasurable power.
Is this the thanks I get for helping you recover from Valen's wrath?
We're grateful for your help, Commander, but I won't apologize.
This ought to be rich.
It's no secret the Eternal Empire nearly wiped out the Republic. We're struggling to rebuild and protect ourselves. The superweapon on Iokath is the key to the Republic's survival, and I'll be damned if I'm gonna watch it fall into the Empire's treacherous hands.
I didn't come here to be insulted.
What are you getting at, Malcolm?
Havoc squad's in your blood. Same goes for me and Captain Dorne. We need you. Join forces with the Republic. Help us defeat the Empire, and we'll share access to the superweapon, and all of Iokath.
Malcolm's your father, Theron. What do you make of his offer?
He's right about the Republic. Valen nearly broke them. They need this.
The Empire suffered too.
We alone supported your battle against Valen, and we paid for it dearly. Now the Republic wants to deliver the killing blow.
You walked away from their corruption once before. Now, you can wipe the slate clean.
Help us crush the Republic threat. Once they fall, our empires can both partake in the spoils of Iokath.
Lana, you know the Empire inside and out. What's your take on Acina's offer?
We've already allied with the Empire. If we turn against them now, what message does that send to the rest of our followers?
It tells them we don't honor agreements with traitors. Don't forget, she trespassed on Iokath without your permission.
A small transgression.
If I had to choose, I would join forces with the Empire.
The Republic's a safer bet.
The choice is yours, Commander. Who shall we side with?
We will ally with the Republic.
Glad to hear it.
What a good little soldier you turned out to be. Major Quinn, you have your orders.
For the Empire!
He got away.
We'll deal with him later.
Commander, the Empire's launched a preemptive strike.
Fight back with everything you've got. We're on our way. Elara, I'm counting on you to defend my base. We'll talk once the fighting dies down. I promise.
I won't let you down. And don't even think about dying on me, sir. I've come too far to lose you now.
May the Force serve us all.
That'll teach the imp scum. Honored, Commander. Glad to see you back fighting for the Republic. Theron, you're looking good, son. Combat suits you.
And small talk doesn't. What's the latest?
Well, our base is secured and the Empire's finest are running home to their Empress. Not bad for our first battle as allies.
Acina's weakened. If we retaliate now, she won't have time to recover.
A solid strategy. If I know the Empress, she's already planning her next offensive.
We suffered heavy losses. The survivors await your command.
Malcolm and his new ally are no doubt gloating over their presumed victory. You compiled the Alliance Commander's psych profile. What is your recommendation?
He is a battle-hardened champion, surrounded by allies and bolstered by the Eternal Fleet. Only an unexpected blow will pierce his armor.
Then we will endeavor to surprise the Alliance Commander. Gather your top engineers and rally the troops. I'm coming to Iokath.
What are we looking at?
The imps are holed up in their base. Defenses are heavy, but they're not equipped for a prolonged offensive. With our combined armies, we can lay siege to Acina's base and suffocate her war effort.
You spied on Acina's personal files during our trip to Drum and Kos. How do we break her?
Acina's a survivor. She knows when to strike, and when to let her opponents dig their own graves.
She'll hang back, act distressed.
And then spring her trap right when we let our guard down. Clever Sith.
Acina knows we're going to hit her base. That's where she'll spring her ambush and wipe us out.
What's stopping us from making a run on the superweapon?
A battalion of Imperial troops.
They'd corner us before we gained access. If we want that superweapon, we have to take the base down first.
What if we armed ourselves with Iokath weapons? My scouts found a stockpile nearby. Droid resistance is heavy, but if we breach the factory and grab the munitions, we'll have enough firepower to level the imp base. Ambush or not.
Will Iokath's weaponry be enough to break the Imperial defenses?
Acina won't see it coming, which means it's the best shot we have.
Coordinate with Lana and get ready to attack the base. Theron and I will take the weapons factory.
Commander, I've received a transmission. It's heavily encoded, but it appears to be from Scorpio. She says only the gods can give us back full control of the Eternal Fleet. As to what that means, your guess is as good as mine.
Is that what I think it is?
One of Iokath's original creators. Looks like it's been dead for centuries.
Let's hope it stays that way.
There's no sign of trauma. I wonder how it died.
One way to find out. All right, buddy. Let's see what you know about these weapons.
What a magnificent world. Even blemished by ruin.
And soon it will belong to the Empire. The apparatus is almost complete. Unfortunately, the fragmented data has caused a few minor setbacks.
I expect it to be fully operational within the hour. No excuses.
Yes, Empress.
Victory is almost upon us. Soon our enemies will lie in ruin, and glory will be restored to the Sith Empire.
Jack. I'd say that's enough firepower to give Acina a run for her money.
Download every last file. We need to know how to use these weapons and how to build more of them.
Give me 1 minute. That's odd. Some of these files have already been decrypted and translated into BASIC.
We might have Scorpio to thank.
If she's listening, I wouldn't mind the temperature getting bumped up a few degrees. No? Well, I can't blame a guy for trying. Huh. This place used to be the superweapons control room. Looks like our crispy friend here was the last one to use it. Over a millennia ago.
Search the records for any signs of what wiped them out.
Looks like Iokath's creators were fighting a civil war. One side built the weapon, but something went wrong. The superweapon's more dangerous than we thought. It wiped out all life on this planet.
The Sith Emperor consumed all life on Nathema and Ziost. Could he be behind this weapon?
That, or it's what drew him here in the first place. We may never know. According to this data, it was tested on 4 different planets before Iokath. All successful. Over 10 trillion lives gone. This isn't a weapon. It's the apocalypse.
A weapon that powerful can't be trusted with anyone. Not even the Eternal Alliance. We need to find and dismantle it piece by piece.
And the sooner the better. There. I've downloaded arsenal blueprints, fusion matrices, everything our army needs to gear up with the latest and greatest Iokath weaponry. Now, let's get out of here before that happens.
We've received your intel. I'm dispatching teams to secure the rest of the weaponry.
Meet me at Malcolm's base. It's about time we take the fight to the Empire.
I'll see you there. And I have something to discuss once you arrive. Lana out.
Commander, we need to talk.
Time's short, Lana. What's on your mind?
You said it yourself. How did the Empire, the Republic, and the Eternal Alliance all find the superweapon within minutes of each other?
The timing's too perfect. It can't be a coincidence.
Exactly. We were acting on intel from an anonymous source. And it turns out so was the Republic.
What's your point?
I cross-referenced both sets of data and they're identical. I'm confident the Empire received the same intel. Whoever tipped us off wanted everyone to clash over the superweapon. They wanted to start a galactic war.
Who benefits from starting a war? Could it be Acina or Malcolm?
We can't rule anyone out. The Shroud would normally be a suspect, but we've already cracked that mystery. And then there's Darth Jadus, or a rogue agent inside the Republic SIS.
Let's not rule out Sith intelligence.
The point is, there are too many suspects to count.
Find me a name.
I'm on it, Commander.
Commander, meet the Nova Strider. She's outfitted with the Iokath tech you recovered. Should be a worthy ride to help you lead our charge against the Empire.
If I'd known we were exchanging gifts, I wouldn't have shown up empty-handed.
Win this for the Republic, then we'll call it even.
Incoming call.
Empress Acina, have you called to surrender?
On the contrary, Commander. While you were gallivanting across Iokath, my engineers discovered a back door into the superweapon. Once they've gained access, we will turn the weapon against you and win this war for the Empire.
You have no idea what you're dealing with, Acina. That superweapon wiped out all life on Iokath. If you turn it on, you risk killing everyone here. Even you.
What other choice do I have? This weapon is all that stands between the Empire's survival and being obliterated by your eternal fleet.
This isn't a game, Acina. If you activate that weapon, thousands will die.
But I'll save millions of Imperials from the fury of the Eternal Fleet. Surely that's a cause worthy of sacrifice, Agent Benico. Good day, Commander.
If we move quickly, we can stop Acina before she activates the superweapon.
The Walker is yours, Commander. Lead us to victory!
Commander, Agent Sean, you're just in time. From this seat, I will harness the power of Iokath's superweapon and lay waste to your eternal alliance.
The last time I saw that seat, it was occupied by a dead man. Are you sure you know what you're doing?
The schematics were a gift from a trusted ally. He assured me they were quite safe.
I've heard enough. Stand down, Empress.
Witness the last gasp of your pathetic alliance.
Acina, no!
It's beautiful.
I see a radiant empire, infused with the Force, built by the Molten Gods. They're gracing me with the superweapon's power. It belongs to the Sith Empire.
That weapon killed an entire species for trying to harness its power. If you think you're in control, think again.
You are blind to the truth.
It was only a matter of time before Acina snapped.
You're wrong, Commander. It's you who are blind. No! The gates are closing!
The throne is rejecting your input. You've lost your hold on the superweapon.
No! I can still see it. I know what I must do. They are coming! Commander, you were right. I've awakened the gods. Nothing can stop them.
Who are these gods? What did you see when you activated the throne?
They are the Six. They showed me the end of all things. And it was beautiful.
I have to admit, I respected her. For Sith. On the bright side, that power flux knocked out the superweapon's defenses. And killed the signal that put our ships in lockdown. The Eternal Fleet's back online.
It's about time.
Commander, I'm detecting massive power spikes at the superweapon facility.
Let me guess. That's bad.
More like catastrophic. The weapon core is charging and no one's at the controls. If you don't deactivate it soon, it may obliterate the entire planet.
How soon until the weapon fries Iokath?
We're talking minutes. You'll never make it in time.
Hold on. With the shields down, I can remotely slice into the mainframe from here. Maybe buy you enough time to manually kill the weapon at the source.
Do whatever it takes. In the meantime, tell our forces to take shelter. And Lana, I love you.
I love you too. Come back safely, Commander.
Eternal Fleet, move into position and charge all forward batteries. It's time to knock out a superweapon. Theron, I've reached the superweapon facility. How do I shut it down?
You'll need to interface with the main controls. Look for a throne, take a seat, and hope for the best.
I've seen 2 thrones on Iokath, and both were occupied by dead bodies. I don't want to be the third.
Acina cut corners, but you'll be sitting on the real deal. Let's hope that's good enough. Time's running out. Hurry!
Where am I? Who are you?
I am Rage, Molten Fury, your god, and your destroyer.
It's you, isn't it? You're the superweapon everyone's fighting over.
I am one of 6. Show me your rage. Calm, peace, it denies fury, a sacrifice mediocre.
I didn't come here to be poked and prodded.
You had no choice. You were lured here. Blinded by duty, distracted by trust. You did not see the blade to your neck. The rage in your shadow, the traitor. You are betrayed.
I've given up everything to help the galaxy rebuild. Who would try to destroy me?
One marked by anger, pain, hope eroding. The betrayer lured you to Iokath, ignited war, sparked the engines of rage, envy, passion, hate, sorrow. The betrayer now offers you sacrifice pride, fuel for the 6 gods.
What do you mean by sacrifice?
Witness.
Of the Eternal Fleet, open fire! Lana.
Don't worry, Commander. You're safe.
I found the superweapon. It was a giant droid.
I know. You've been talking in your sleep.
Almost had to stuff a sock in your mouth. Whatever that droid is, you knocked it out of commission with the Eternal Fleet. Now it's recharging and gearing up for a counterattack.
Which is why we must strike soon. Hesitate too long and the Titan may destroy us all.
The droid was obsessed with rage. If we are going to destroy it, we may need to keep it calm, or push it over the edge.
That's good to know. We need every advantage we can get.
Too bad the droid's the least of our worries. Someone sabotaged the throne while you were plugged in. Any chance you saw them?
No, but the droid said it was the same person who lured us to Iokath. Someone close to me.
The conspiracy cuts deeper than we imagined.
Sounds like an inside job, all right. Only a handful of people could get close enough to sabotage the throne.
Who could have done such a thing?
The Supreme Commander might be angry that I cut ties with the Republic. Maybe this is payback.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Why stop with Malcolm? If we're tallying suspects, we have to consider Aiko, Vizsla, Satil, and the entire Alliance army.
Not to mention Lana. And hell, even me.
Whoever it is, I want them rooted out. Quickly.
There's only one solution. You must monitor everyone.
Hold on, Minister of Paranoia. You can't invade everyone's privacy to sniff out a single rat.
I can't, but the Commander can. Give the order and I'll begin surveillance of everyone, even Theron and myself. It's the only way to flush out the traitor.
I won't let one traitor turn me against my followers. They've earned my trust.
I'm glad someone hasn't lost their mind.
Trust is a risk, now more than ever.
Commander, I knew you'd pull through, and back in fighting shape no less. I hope you're ready to return to the front lines.
Someone stabbed me in the back. Was it you?
This is absurd.
Answer the question.
We're in this together. If there was bad blood between us, I'd tell you. To your face.
I'll be the judge of that.
Judge all you want. In the meantime, we've still got a war to fight. You won a major victory by neutralizing Acina, but the Empire refuses to surrender. They're still fighting tooth and nail for control of Iokath.
They're still desperate to claim the superweapon. If we take it first, they'll have no choice but to surrender.
Then that's where we set our sights. But we can't stop there. We need to keep hammering the Empire. Day by day, hour by hour. Only then will we win this war.
I've just reviewed your bioscan. You're very fortunate to have survived nerve damage this severe.
We'll give you two a moment alone.
Until next time, Commander. See you on the battlefield.
Standard Kolto immersion treatment seems to have repaired the damage, but I'd still advise temporary implantation of polarized cranial implants to be on the safe side.
Sounds complicated. Any rules or regs I should be aware of before you start operating?
You're well beyond the reach of Republic regulations. Jorgen broke more than his share looking for you. When we were all officially reprimanded, the former Chancellor saw an opportunity to remove me from Havoc and took it. Malcolm stepped in on my behalf and assigned me to his personal staff. He even gave me assignments that allowed me to continue the search. Even so, I had to stop searching eventually. I had to move on, focus on the future. And now you return as this, when I have hundreds of soldiers depending on me. I'd already abandoned you. I couldn't abandon them.
It's been a long time, Elara. We aren't the people we used to be.
No, I suppose not.
You have nothing to apologize for, Elara.
I swore to find you, to rescue you, bring you home.
Every time I thought it was over, I thought of you, and I kept going. You got me here.
Ally left some labs running. I'm going to check on them and try to find more options for your condition. I won't lose you again.
I know you two have a lot of history, but she could be our traitor.
The question is, do you trust Captain Dorne?
I'd trust Elara with my life. She would never do something like this.
In that case, I'll cross her off the list of suspects.
I'll promise you right now, whoever this traitor is, we will find them.
And we'll make them pay.
I know you will. While you start searching, I'm going to win the war they started.
For the Eternal Alliance.
May the Force serve us all.
Outlander, the tapestry of fate joins us once more. We are all that remains of the Scions of Zakul. We have come to aid your quest, just as the prophecy foretold.
Heskel said you'd return, but I didn't expect everyone to show up at once.
Fate called us here, and for good reason. You have awakened the God of Rage.
You're talking about the giant droid, the super weapon.
What you call a super weapon, we know as one of the 6 gods. They were forged on Iokath in a forgotten age. Their master set them loose upon Zakul, killing millions, and giving birth to our pantheon of gods. Now Tyth has reawakened, and his brethren will soon join him to destroy us all.
You're telling me we're about to have 5 more of those things stomping across Iokath?
It is only a matter of time. Your fate is already written. You will clash with the gods. And when you subdue them, you will be judged worthy to take possession of their shells. You will drive the Titans against your Imperial foes, and become a god yourself.
I have enough to worry about leading the Eternal Alliance. The last thing I need is people looking up to me like a god.
Many share your reaction. You are destined to confront the gods. Beyond that, your fate remains unseen. Perhaps you will impress the God of Rage and assume his mantle to march against the Empire. Or you will perish and fade from history. I will contact you if we see more. But for now, your ultimate fate is clouded in darkness.
Rise, son of rage. Let their sacrifice fuel our awakening.
The primitive origin, mother. The inferno ignites. Fight with rage. Good. Commence combat recording.
They seek our power, sister. No mortal will possess our knowledge. Strike, my daughters, protect what is ours!
Unworthy trespasser! You will burn in our zealous flame!
You will never take what belongs to the gods! Your life is mine!
You are a worthy foe.
The daughters of passion and envy are yours. Let me shred them, Origin Mother. Let me tear. Activating containment protocol. You will not engage them. Son of Shadow, stand down! Mortals, let us play a game. You cannot harm our shadow. I pass into shadow. You dismantled the children born of my source. Pools of destruction in need of guidance. But I comprehend your potential as they could not. You must be neutralized. I do not wish to destroy you. The dragon demands it. I will guide you to your destruction. The gods will not be defeated. The source is extinguished. I am awakened. Damaged but still functional. I cannot provide timely support. You must finish Isaac's before he can fire the Omni Cannon. Isaac's Omni Cannon has come online. If the weapon is fully charged and fired, you will not survive. I am unlocking access to the tower's signal spires and disabling their safeguards. Activate the towers on either side of Isaac's. I calculate they will discharge through him and drain the Omni Cannon's charge. Isaac's shield system is severely overloaded and minimally functional. If you concentrate fire, your weapon should now be able to bring the shield down for a few moments. With the shield down, you will be able to directly interrupt his charging processes.
We should talk. With your previous relationship renewed, it would seem that ours has run its course. Let's not belabor the situation with arguments or excuses. Agreed?
I owe you an apology, whether you want one or not. You've been so supportive. You deserve better.
Deserve is a crutch for the weak. I take happiness where I can find it. I can't blame you for doing the same. I wish you the best.
Commander, fresh news from the war on Iokath. Imperial gunners shot down one of our transports. Republic's helping us recover our losses, but we're locked in a stalemate.
You always know how to cheer me up. What about our hunt for the traitor in our ranks?
We're questioning everyone from the usual suspects to your top advisors. So far, everyone looks clean. We'll find the traitor, but these mole hunts take time.
If you had to guess, who do you think betrayed me?
Honestly, the longer we search, the more I think someone planted the traitor idea to turn you against your own people. We could be facing an outside threat. Maybe a past rival, someone who wants you dead.
Lighten up, Theron. Things aren't all doom and gloom.
Well, you look cheery today, Lana. Did Galt spike the calf again?
Even better. I found a lead. Alliance agents picked up a signal from the shadow world of Umbara. It's encrypted with the same algorithm the traitor used on Iokath. They're still on the planet, helping our Imperial rivals grab a massive stockpile of Adegan crystals.
Let's keep this quiet until we know who's trustworthy. I'll lead a small strike team and capture the traitor myself.
I'll provide backup.
As will I. The Empire won't give up their precious crystals without a fight.
Both sides have tinkered with Adegan crystals for years, part of an arms race to build a new arsenal of superweapons.
If we move quickly, we can corner the traitor and hijack those crystals. Intel says they're on an Umbaran supply train headed for the capital city.
Then we leave now. The traitor won't escape us this time.
The train is on the move, and the traitor's on board.
Nothing we can't handle.
The traitor's on the other side of that door.
They're gone.
That's impossible. According to the signal, they're still on the convoy. No!
Farron?
It's over, Commander. In a few minutes, this train will collide with that mountain range. You'll be disintegrated, and I'll escape with the Adegan crystals. Don't worry. You won't feel a thing.
We defeated Valkorion together, and now you've betrayed me?
I didn't want it to come to this. Luring you into that trap on Iokath was just the beginning. Ever since you defeated Valkorion, everything I've done has been towards one goal. The total destruction of the Eternal Alliance.
You helped build the Alliance. After everything we've been through, why tear it down now?
What I built was an end to the Eternal Empire, not this. I followed you because I believed you'd end the cycle of war. I thought we'd finally be free once you took down Valkorion. But the Alliance outgrew you. Now it's rotting from the inside, the galaxy's fighting back, and you've become a symbol of oppression. So much for your dreams of peace.
If you felt this way, you should have come to me first.
I wanted to tell you, but I knew you'd try to talk me down. I couldn't take that risk.
If you topple the Alliance, millions will die.
If that's the cost of peace, so be it. 30 seconds to impact. This is goodbye.
Stop the train, Farron. We can still find peace, but we have to work together. Lana! Farron escaped.
Ignition imminent. Brace for impact.
We need to survive long enough to make Theron pay. Jump!
Not surprised you survived the crash. I didn't think it would be that easy. But it buys me enough time to get off-world.
Theron, come back. We can talk about this.
We're long past that.
I don't understand. How did I not see this coming? Was I really that blind?
He fooled us all, Lana.
When I get my hands on him, he will regret betraying a Sith.
This isn't over, Theron!
No! This is just beginning.
We recovered most of the Adegan crystals. Once we tap into their power, Iokath is as good as ours.
And Theron?
Word of his betrayal is spreading quickly. My agents are running damage control, but it will be weeks before we know how much harm he inflicted. Even with the truth out in the open, I can hardly believe Theron was the traitor.
He was a good ally and a better friend. I never saw this coming.
He played us both. But at least now we know our target. We should brace ourselves for Theron's next move.
Find out what Jace Malcolm knows, and try to locate Satil Shan.
I already have feelers digging into Satil's whereabouts. I'll begin the hunt at once.
Before you start, I want to send a message to Theron. Open a holo-channel and prepare to broadcast it across the galaxy.
Clearing channels now. What message will you send the traitor?
This is the commander of the Eternal Alliance. I have a message for my old friend, Theron Shan. We've been through a lot together, Theron. In your honor, I'm dedicating 100 Eternal Fleet ships to the fight for peace. Return to the Alliance, and these ships will be yours to command. We can end the cycle of war, but we have to work together. Come home, Theron.
I'm sorry. I can't.
So, you did as we asked. We had our doubts, but now we see your dedication to the cause. We've reached a decision. Theron Shan, welcome to the Order.
Good timing, Commander. It seems the right people saw your broadcast to Theron. I just approved a landing request from an unarmed shuttle from the Chiss Ascendancy. The envoy claims he has a lead on where Theron went.
An informant landing on our doorstep. You've outdone yourself.
It's not entirely my doing, but I'll let you thank me properly later if his information is good.
A pleasure to finally meet you, Commander. Aristokra Saganu of the Chiss Expansionary Defense Force.
You said you have information on Theron.
Information that will benefit us both. Theron Shan is hiding on the Chiss world of Copero. He's receiving aid from Syndic Zenta of House Inrokini in exchange for Alliance secrets. With our help, you can catch them both unaware.
You fought the Republic for years, and now you're offering help to their allies.
This is a transaction, Commander. Solving your problem will also solve our own. Zenta violated ascendancy orders when she sheltered Theron, and now she's ignoring our communications. She's gone rogue. She has the backing of House Inrokini, so we can't capture Theron without igniting a political war. But if a strike team were to land and take care of the problem, the Ascendancy will look the other way.
Outsiders have never been allowed on Copero. You trust us that much?
I do have one stipulation. I'll send a representative along to keep the Ascendancy's best interests in mind.
Lieutenant Raina Temple of the Chiss Expansionary Defense Force reporting. I've heard a lot about your tactics, Commander. I hope to prove a useful ally.
Forgive me if I notice the lack of blue skin, Lieutenant.
That's a long story. I'd be happy to tell you on the way.
If there are no objections, we should get a move on. We don't know how long the Aristokra's information will be valid.
Get ready to take off. Let's bring Theron home.
I read Theron's dossier before arriving. It said he was one of your closest advisors.
We've been through a lot together. I'm not giving up on him.
I see you've met our traitor. Have you secured yours?
He's gone. It seems Theron Shan has betrayed us both. He wasn't seeking refuge on Copero. He was after the Chiss relic hidden here.
Does she mean the holomap?
I'm going to need an explanation.
Long ago, Chiss agents stole a holomap from the Sith Emperor, in case our deal with the Empire went sour. It shows the coordinates to the Emperor's greatest secrets.
It's been hidden here on Copero, and only the highest-ranking Chiss can access it. Shan knew this, and he used me. He sliced into my personal logs to steal the map's location.
Once he had what he needed, Sean took my best fighters and abandoned me.
How did Theron convince your own people to leave you?
My brother Valss said he had a vision of Sean's victory. I hope to the stars that isn't true. Commander, Sean has joined a group searching for a powerful weapon. One capable of destroying entire civilizations. They want to use it against you and the Alliance. That map will lead Theron straight to it.
Let's see where you're hiding. There it is. Of all the planets in the galaxy.
Then our objective is clear?
Yeah.
Trust in my vision, Sean. You will not fail.
Well, I hope you're right. For all our sakes.
Seems we now have a mutual enemy. I've sent you the coordinates to Sean's location. If you hurry, you can stop him.
One moment, Commander. As you know, Syndic Zenta is a traitor to the Chiss. Officially, we can't act on this. But you can. If you disposed of Zenta, you would have the gratitude of the Ascendancy. I may even be able to broker an alliance.
You wouldn't dare.
I'm no executioner. If you want Zenta's head, you'll have to claim it yourself.
The Chiss aren't the only one she betrayed, Commander. The Syndic bought Alliance secrets. At the very least, her actions warrant imprisonment.
I did it to help my people. To keep House Inrokini safe. Would the Alliance not do the same?
If Zenta lives, we have no deal. The choice is yours, Commander.
Lana, we need a prisoner extraction. Take her back to Odessen.
Right away.
I suppose I should be grateful.
That is disappointing.
I've received Zenta's map coordinates, Commander.
Let's go. We're not letting Theron escape again. End of the line, Theron.
Go! I'll hold them off!
No, you'll never win!
Victory isn't my fate, Theron. It's yours! We will rise victorious! You will not shake my conviction! We will rise victorious! He will prevail!
There. How did he slip away again?
Commander, I'm coming in for extraction. Let's get out of here.
Sir, I've received an update from Aristokra Saganu. House Inrokini is furious at the Aristokra for handing Zenta to an outsider. They're calling for retribution. At this rate, a political war among the Chiss is inevitable.
Saganu took a risk telling us about Theron. If we have any extra resources, send them his way.
I'll see it done. The Ascendancy will be grateful. In any case, I'd like to stay and continue working with the Alliance. I believe my connection to the Ascendancy could be valuable here.
Good. We'll need the extra hands to capture Theron, and find this mysterious group he's allied with. We managed to recover fragments of the holomap he destroyed. I'm personally overseeing a team of engineers to piece them back together. I assure you, Commander, no one sleeps until we discover where the traitor is headed.
On Umbara, Theron said he wanted to restore peace. Why would he be after a superweapon?
Another lie, perhaps. We can't trust anything he says. We're close to uncovering the next step in his plan. Then the real hunt begins.
We received the coordinates. You've proven yourself useful, Theron.
I held up my end of the bargain, now it's your turn. Will this really work?
You have no need to worry. The Eternal Alliance and its commander will be destroyed. The Order of Zildrog will prevail.
Commander, you're just in time. Hylo discovered a new lead in our search for the Order of Zildrog.
My guys picked up a weird signal from an abandoned Imperial listening post on one of their runs. Seems it was meant for the Alliance.
When decrypted, the signal broadcasts one word, Zildrog. The same as the message we intercepted from Theron. Someone is trying to lead us to the Order, I know it.
If the message is linked to the one Theron sent, he could be using his place in the Order to help us.
I admit it's possible. But even if that were true, we have no way of knowing his real motive. We need to get inside that listening post and gather whatever data we can. There's no telling what you'll find, so I'll come along to provide support. I'm ready when you are.
Then let's get moving. Hylo, ready the shuttle.
Today, I watched two children on the Spire fight over a discarded ration. I could do nothing to help them. Zakul was a golden empire, and now look at us. Digging through the ashes the Alliance left behind. So many families torn apart, fighting a war they never wanted. And for what? So the Outlander can lecture us about peace, while we're left with nothing? Valkorian's death, Arkan's tyranny, Valen's path of destruction. It all began with the Outlander. I don't know what I can do, but I won't stand by and watch my people suffer. I need to take down the Alliance. For Zakul.
Who is this man?
According to the data, his name is Vinn Atrius, former member of Valen's Horizon Guard. He was reported missing 6 months ago. Beyond that, no records.
There's only one solution. You must monitor everyone.
Hold on, Minister of Paranoia. You can't invade everyone's privacy to sniff out a single rat.
I can't, but the commander can. Give the order and I'll begin surveillance of everyone. Even Theron and myself. It's the only way to flush out the traitor.
We spent weeks sweeping Odessen for bugs. And somehow they still had eyes on us. How is that possible?
You'll need my help. No one knows the Alliance better than one of its founders.
You expect me to trust you? After you helped the Outlander forge a partnership with the Republic? In a single blow, you doubled their support and cut ours in half.
I also led the commander into that trap on Iokath. You wouldn't hear me out, so I took matters into my own hands. Look, you doubt my intentions, I get that. How can I convince you?
Umbara. The Adegan crystals.
You got it.
When Emperor Arkan gave the order to bomb my homeworld, we didn't even have time to evacuate. Millions of people, my people, wiped out in an instant. All because Arkan wanted to send a message to the Alliance. And now, he sits beside the commander as a friend? Where is my justice?
I promise you, Arkan and the commander will pay for their crimes. The Alliance will fall. But I need your help, Chilanes.
You shall have it.
I know better than to trust a Sith Lord, Darth Mortis.
The Alliance had the chance to seize control of the galaxy, yet its commander wastes the throne's power on diplomacy. I'd rather see the Eternal Fleet destroyed than remain in the hands of a weak leader.
That can't be your only reason for joining the Order. You must want something in return.
All I ask is that when the time comes, you lead the traitor Lana Beniko to me.
Consider it done. How did you find me?
It wasn't difficult. Despite clumsy attempts to cover your trail, I was able to learn everything about you. I know how to awaken Zildrog, and where to find it. It's much closer than you think.
You're lying. I searched the Gemini network.
I have ascended beyond the Gemini network. I severed my connection to maintain my free will. I've attained knowledge an organic like yourself cannot comprehend. If you provide the right people, I can help you control Zildrog.
What do you want in return?
My sisters are shackled to the throne. I still feel them calling to me.
You want them freed?
No. I want them destroyed. As long as the Eternal Fleet and the Gemini network exist, I remain vulnerable to outside control. Zildrog is the key to my freedom. I will not be enslaved again.
Odessen isn't the only target. They're after the entire Alliance, everything we built.
We haven't lost yet. We need to find the Order and stop them from awakening Zildrog.
My scans show there's still one more active terminal. Let's hurry.
I think I finally found it. After combing through all the data we took from Iokath, there was a string of numbers repeated over and over. When I decrypted them, the string spelled a word. Zildrog. I thought it was just a legend, but the dragon god of Zakul is real, and it's a super weapon, capable of consuming entire civilizations. I don't know how to wake Zildrog or how to control it, but I'm one step closer. It's finally here. My chance to destroy the Alliance and avenge my people. But I can't do it alone.
There's another machine god.
If the Order awakens Zildrog and uses it on Odessen.
Odessen is only the beginning. This weapon could devastate the galaxy.
We're running out of time. Strange. New data was entered into this console just before we arrived.
What does it say?
It's a set of coordinates on Nathema. There's a message. They've found it. Hurry. Wait. I recognize this encryption method. We developed it together years ago on Rishi. Only 2 people know how to decrypt it. Me and Theron.
I never stopped believing in Theron. This proves he's still on our side.
Commander, I know you want to trust him, but...
Self-destruct reactivated. All personnel advised to evacuate immediately.
We'll discuss it later. Let's get out of here, before the whole station blows.
It's on you now, Commander.
You destroyed the data?
Didn't leave a trace.
I received word from my team. They've repaired the holomap from Copero. The data confirmed the Order's objective is Nathema. I can't believe it, but Theron's information was good. What's more, the coordinates we received from Theron pointed to a specific location on Nathema. It may be Zildrog's location, but we can't know for sure.
If the data we found is real, we need to destroy that machine before the Order activates it.
The only chance we have is to follow Theron's coordinates. For now, we have to trust our information. In any case, I'm coming with you to face those traitors. I won't let them take you from me.
I dare them to try.
Commander, there's something I need to say. Not so long ago, you placed your faith in me, in spite of my past. I was your enemy from the start, but Theron was your friend. He stood by your side through the worst of my attacks. Regardless of his intentions now, when the time comes, consider the same mercy you showed me.
I know Lana has her doubts, but I never stopped believing in him. He's still on our side. I can feel it.
I know better than anyone to trust your judgment. Now go. Save the Alliance.
I can feel the history here. Valkorion had so much left to accomplish.
If he had his way, we'd all be dead.
Valkorion made Zakul a paradise, until your Alliance destroyed it.
I know I wouldn't be here if I didn't want to help.
Then don't forget your place.
We've arrived. It calls out to us. It has slept for centuries, but knows the time to feed is approaching. Zildrog.
Call the others. We'll begin soon.
According to reports, the Force has returned to Nathema since Valkorion's death. The process has left the planet unstable and violent, so we'll need to be cautious.
I've got the fleet rallied over Odessen in case we need to mobilize. Good luck, Commander.
This is where the coordinates pointed to, but...
Where are we?
Not Zildrog's location, evidently.
Sorry, I needed to meet somewhere the Order wouldn't notice. I managed to give them the slip, but we don't have much time.
They said I was crazy to trust you, but I knew you'd come back.
I don't know how I could deserve your trust. I have a lot of explaining to do. I heard rumors about the Order of Zildrog through my old underworld contacts. It took me months to even find them, and the whole time, they were watching us. By the time I learned the truth about Zildrog, it was almost too late. They'd learned too much. I had to slow them down long enough for the Alliance to catch up. I had to join them, work from the inside. The only way to get Vinn Atrius to trust me was to betray you.
It wasn't the only way. Why didn't you come to me?
The GEMINI droid was watching. I couldn't figure out how, but she was recording every word we said. Telling you would risk the whole operation. I needed the betrayal to look real. You can't imagine how hard it was putting you through that. But I knew you were strong enough. I had faith in you.
So you infiltrated the Order and learned their plans? What are we up against?
They found Zildrog in one of the Emperor's vaults. Looks like Valkorion kept it on ice as a failsafe. The Order has nearly finished their final preparations. Once they activate Zildrog, it's the end of the Alliance.
I see them. The Alliance has arrived.
Already? How did they find us so quickly?
Theron Shan is among them. I warned you about him.
The deceitful scum. We'll have to begin ahead of schedule. Make sure the others are ready. Our new ally will take care of the Outlander.
I stalled him with false data for as long as I could, but we don't have much time. If we act now, we can stop the Order before they activate Zildrog. I set up blind spots so we can get through the vault mostly undetected.
We're supposed to trust you after what you've put us through. How do we know you're not leading us straight into the Order's hands?
I don't like it either. But right now, Theron's our best chance at stopping the Order.
I hope you know what you're doing.
Come on. We need to get moving.
Hello, Commander. General Essith of the Imperial Army. I believe you knew my predecessor, General Rackham. That fool stumbled into a position I deserved, and now I'll succeed where he failed. I'll ensure the Order eliminates you and your troublesome alliance. And when I return to the Empire, I'll be hailed as the hero Rackham could never be. Your death will be my greatest accomplishment.
You sure think highly of yourself, don't you?
All warranted, I assure you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a machine god to awaken. Enjoy the surprise I've left you.
What is this?
you!
Been wanting to do that for ages.
Organics fight so hard for their survival. But you are too late. The thrones have been filled. Zildrog is summoned.
What happened to these people?
They served a purpose they hadn't anticipated. Fuel for Zildrog's awakening. First, he will destroy the shackles that kept the enslaved Iokath. Then he will obliterate your pathetic alliance as a reward to Atrius for playing his part.
Innocent people don't have to die. Stop this now and we can save lives.
What are the lives of insects compared to the freedom of a perfect machine? The time has finally come. Zildrog awakens.
Since I consumed this planet, have I felt such hunger? Give me a target. Let me feed.
Execute Formation 2995.
It is done.
What was that?
Commander! Things okay over there? Because they're definitely not okay here.
Zildrog was... How is this happening?
Hilo, get everyone off Odessan. Launch as many shuttles as you can.
That's a tall order, but I'll do my best.
Gathering power.
Inconvenient. It appears I'll have to eliminate you myself.
Destroy the power sources. Don't let Zildrog recharge.
I feel his strength. The Iokath power is mine. The power is mine. The power is mine. The Zildrog's power is mine. I was free.
We need to shut Zildrog down before it has the chance to attack again. The tech involved shouldn't be too different from Tithe, so I think I can slice into it.
Theron, no!
Theron!
I've sacrificed too much to let you ruin my last chance at vengeance. Zildrog will destroy Odessen, and you'll finally know how it feels to lose everything.
Your fight is with me, Atrius. No one else has to die.
Did you give Zakul the same consideration? You took everything from us! It's time to end this! Zildrog! Lend me your power!
Consume our enemies, servants of the dragon. Why do you challenge fate? Use my power, servant. Systems failing. I see darkness.
No!
Theron's still alive, but just barely.
Couldn't even do that right. It looks like you've won again, Outlander. Like you always do. What are you waiting for? Strike the final blow. Be the hero yet again.
You didn't just threaten the Alliance. You endangered the galaxy, including Zakul. Let your own people decide your fate.
So be it.
I have a team headed your way now. We'll make sure Zakul gets their prisoner.
We don't have much time. Unless we get Theron to Odessen, he won't make it.
Call a shuttle. We're taking Theron home.
No Alliance casualties, minimal damage to Odessen, and we stopped an ancient machine from destroying half the galaxy. I'd say that's a win. Factions associated with members of the Order have offered their apologies. But the fact remains, the fleet and the gravestone, our two strongest weapons, are gone. The future of the Alliance is uncertain. What happened on Nathema is proof that we need change.
Odessen was nearly destroyed because of the Alliance. It's better we lay low for a while.
A vacation wouldn't be so bad, would it? After this, I imagine the Empire and Republic will double down on their war efforts. We may need to consider who we'll support when the time comes.
I hope you're comfortable working for the Republic.
As long as they're comfortable with my interrogation tactics. I must admit, I like the idea of us just being. Seeing you risk your life time and time again, sometimes it was more than I could bear. I knew it was for the good of the galaxy, but after this, everything is different. The galaxy is different. Perhaps now we can...
settle down and spend the rest of our days in married bliss?
What do you... Are you serious?
If I were, what would you say?
You need to ask me properly.
Lana Benico, will you marry me?
Of course I will, you ridiculous fool. This isn't how I expected today would go. You know, it'll be nice to take a break from ruling the galaxy.
Oh, like you've ever taken a break in your life.
Theron.
It's been a while since I was last in this room. It's good to be back. Look, I know I put you through hell. I was reckless and stupid, and it almost cost us everything. I probably don't deserve the trust you showed me. But I did it to protect you and the Alliance. And if you'll have me, I'll work hard to earn a place at your side. So, what do you say? Are we still a team?
You risked your life for us. There's always a place for you here.
I don't know what I would have done if you'd said no. I have a lot of making up to do, but I'm here to stay, no matter what.
As am I. The Alliance may change, but we're not going anywhere. Everything is different now. But whatever the future holds for us, the three of us will face it. Together.